Everybody's joining in. Everybody's joining.
Hi guys, this is the Revisit Reviews. Today we've got Vrnda the Soul Queen Dhar, Birraj Singh Taneja, Varun the Groove Rajasekharan, the Fender Bender Kanu Gangahar, Karan the Backbone Wadhwa. My name is Abhay Sharma and the topic for today is music listening. Is it a leisure activity? And who will start? अच्छा कौन म्यूजिक को लेजर की तरह कौन सुनता है?
सभी सुनते हैं मतलब
But is it always or and
but it's
I think raise hand नहीं किया तो Karan go ahead. तुझे अच्छा do you think music सुनना एक लेजर का काम है कि अपना चिल से संडे
या
को
लेबर का काम है
क्या या लेबर का काम
वैसे ही
एक्चुअली ये होता है
लेजर या लेबर
नहीं बट ठीक है दिस
लेबर लेजर आई थिंक हमारे लिए अब इट्स नो मोर अ लेजर
अंदर आ गया पहले तो बेटा
आई थिंक हमारे लिए इट्स नो मोर अ लेजर एक्टिविटी नाउ एवरी टाइम वी लिसन टू अ सॉन्ग वी आर लिसनिंग टू समथिंग हम कुछ ना कुछ हटा मतलब देयर हैज टू बी कोई चीज आइसोलेट करके हम सुनेंगे चाहे वो गिटार है बेस ग्रूव है ड्रम्स है
के बाद
you would listen to it, right? Every time you're listening to a song, you would go like, "Oh fuck, the क्या बजा रहा है drummer? क्या भाई?" I think it's no more a leisure activity for us. Every time we listen to a song, we'll dissect it.
बस is it not like तुम्हारी shoulders पे pressure नहीं आया था
कि कुछ
वो तुम खुद डालते हो
ज़्यादा फन कर रहे हो
ये तुम खुद डालते हो
like when you're listening to music with people who don't want truth bombs
उस बात पे आएंगे उसको पहले कंप्लीट कर तो
मेरा दुखड़ा खाता हूँ आप अपना बट या आई थिंक ये हमारे लिए इट्स नो मोर अ लेजर एक्टिविटी इट शुड बी अ लेजर एक्टिविटी बिकॉज इन द एंड इट्स जस्ट एंटरटेनिंग पीपल I think it's just entertainment.
Music does.
that's
Yeah.
Vidya Balan is kidding that's Vidya Balan does entertainment
Oh my god bro
Dirty jokes.
but हाँ in the end entertainment है like the way musicians give fucks about music people don't I don't think people give those many fucks about music at all कि मतलब इसमें क्या बज रहा है कौन कैसे गा रहा है yeah different kinds of fucks yeah probably yeah
are we still talking about music
No, I think it comes down to like, are people listening to music or are they hearing music? Matlab, there's a difference between the two.
listening
they actually I think people are hearing music at least in our country I feel people are hearing music because music is mostly in the background
Yeah.
पार्टी में भी पीछे चल रहा है कोई ज्यादा पी रहे हो तो तब जाके प्लेलिस्ट चेंज हो
Workout का अपना एक playlist
वर्कआउट का प्लेलिस्ट है काम करने का प्लेलिस्ट है पीपल जस्ट गेट अप एंड जस्ट वांट टू फील लाइक मैंने जस्ट इन द मॉर्निंग सो इट्स लाइक इट्स जस्ट देयर इट एग्जिस्ट्स इट इज अ बिग पार्ट ऑफ एवरीबॉडीज लाइफ बट पीपल डोंट रियलाइज इट आई थिंक एनीमोर और मे बी दे डोंट वांट टू दे वांट टू बी लाइक हां ठीक है यू आर देयर आई नो यू आर देयर इट्स लाइक दैट
मेरे को ऐसे I feel like the more you know about it things just automatically stick out जैसे for example like in school I mean not in college sorry I used to watch films
but you never said college
no I meant in college
अच्छा
I used to watch like before I joined the film talk I didn't give a fuck about the film I used to just shut my brain and watch the film when you learn about
film song
when you learn about the process sorry
no
तू कैसे?
when you learn about the process of how it's created then you start
Law of
noticing
thirds
how
also.
the shots are done and everything same way like if you know chords and everything you automatically
rule of thirds sorry
noticing these
But
it's a
then
natural
you're
process.
Yeah.
not
It's-
then
it's
you're
like a
not
very
a layman
unconscious
anymore, right?
yeah
If you know a little bit about the art form, you're not the general
Yeah.
audience anymore.
But the thing is that I would consider myself lucky to not be a layman when listening to. The thing is that what he's talking about is a natural process. Once you start learning music, when you start learning more about instruments, then but I don't think I would like to go back to a stage where I don't know anything about music. I personally feel lucky that I can listen to music in a way where I can dissect parts and actually look at the arrangements. And I think I am lucky in that manner. But as a leisure activity also I'll do it like अब मैं ड्राइव करते हुए सुन रहा हूँ म्यूजिक कभी या फिर मैं किसी के साथ चिल कर रहा हूँ तो म्यूजिक चल रहा है एंड आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स अ रॉन्ग थिंग और अ रॉन्ग अप्रोच टू म्यूजिक जस्ट दैट वी एज म्यूजिशियंस are just I feel we're more lucky because we Yeah, get you to understand it. you understand it Yeah. it puts us on a pedestal kind
Yeah,
of
you
thing.
can acknowledge the intricacies of it better.
Yeah.
See
And
how-
that I think that brings him to the truth bomb wala part also, which we were going to talk about.
What is that?
No, I am actually considering what you guys are saying, but what I'm getting to is कि even though I haven't started saying anything, is that somewhere I feel.
आप बीच में 2 मिनट खो गए थे.
No, I was actually thinking about this African proverb where it says that you're standing too close to the elephant.
Oh,
What that proverb is, what it means is, just for example, if you're standing too close to a painting, right? You don't see the beauty of or the entirety of it.
Yeah.
Similarly, in music also, there are people who, when it's in the background, you're not too close to it, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, when you look at a painting, you are looking at a painting. Like you're like, oh my god, how did this guy draw this?
There's a direct.
With music, it can tend to be, since there is no visual aspect to it, I feel a lot of people don't give too many hoots about what is audio or the audio aspect of life. I think वो बहुत ही कम होता है unless you are at a place.
Yeah, I think that's why
Auditory, like
Yeah,
auditory. But I have a feeling कि उसमें उस sense को इतना लोग justify या वो नहीं करते, justice नहीं करते, क्योंकि music ही तो है. I've heard this so many times. Bro, music ही तो है. And that's the thing. इसको इतनी बेइज्जती की तरह लिया जाता है मेरे हिसाब से. And people are so serious about it कि अबे music ही तो है. And like just because you can see a painting, it doesn't mean that everything else is not beautiful, right?
Wait, मतलब of course.
But
But the thing is that just people easily relate to arts and even क्या बोलते हैं like movies, and that's why music videos came about.
that's why people love going to gigs.
हाँ मतलब.
The whole concept of going to gigs is that कि music तो है but बंदा भी है. There is a face to it. Can you put a face to it? You know, that's why Beatles changed their drummer because he was not a good-looking guy apparently.
No, he was a good-looking guy.
तो हटा दो.
But he was
just
too.
changed. He was very good. He was very good as a drummer.
Yeah, he played too
I think he was a
well.
better kid.
Yeah, better
so they want
instrumental
to
than anybody.
Understandable. Like Beatles is a pretty
He was actually the best looking out of them. He was
average playing
chocolatier
band.
than Paul McCartney.
Chocolate.
average band ही है. Like
Chocolatier one.
Beatles, ना?
Like
हाँ, ठीक है.
नहीं, it's great songwriters but average musicians.
ठीक है.
But in any case, who the fuck are we? Like,
Yeah, who the fuck are we?
But Ringo Starr is best.
Yeah.
for like
not
solo playing, solo
For not
ढोलक
playing.
Solo ढोलक.
No, but
Solo.
तुम में से कौन ऐसा करता है कि the moment you listen to a bad song, you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, immediately.
I don't
Like you
listen to
can't play
bad
How do you
electronic music
categorize
around me.
like a bad song? Like,
Now that brings us to a
ये
very
तो बहुत
big question.
subjective है.
no, I'm just like,
No, they're pretty.
That's another
They're
podcast,
pretty
bro.
clear markers of what.
yeah.
Like I'll like some
are they
distinguishments.
different for like musicians and like?
I'll tell you. One distinguishment that I make is that like when you listen to an artist's live performance, if he's improvising,
Yeah.
you know he's legit.
Totally agree with you.
Let me just start with something like
Shrey
that.
is suggesting a name that if I say out loud, not
If he's improvising, like
yesterday.
there is music that you can tell someone was a part of through every step of the process. Like जिसने मतलब मिक्स के लिए भी बैठा है, उसने गाने भी लिखे हैं, लिरिक्स भी उसके हैं, उसने पूरी वो मेहनत करके he reached that end point where he released it, and then you can tell that some artists are part of a structure which is manufacturing music, which means that they only bring one aspect to it and probably their like personality and all of that, and there are a lot of small institutions that are putting their work together and essentially this thing comes out. This is, I feel, the good music, bad music thing. But going back to it being a leisure activity, for me personally, there are some genres that like I tell myself that I can just enjoy. One very major one being rap music. I listen to rap music because I'm not going to transcribe much of this, like not with like an educational perspective, and it's extremely fun and it's rhythmic. It has things that I really like about it. So when I'm listening to rap music, I am in a completely different headspace, where I'm just having a good one. This
So
is
how
my
do you
favorite.
relate all this to the current keyword which is going on, the vibe?
Vibe?
Yeah.
What about vibe?
People, I
Vibe
hear people
music
talk about the vibe. This has got the good vibes. आजकल vibe है इस music में.
Like think about
and that's the
this.
keyword that's going about
But
right
think
now.
about what is
when we're talking.
ये electronic music का क्या scene है? EDM में what is this vibe? There's
Oh,
nothing.
Lord,
It's
this-
just
Vrnda
we
heard the most
just had a
EDM.
conversation.
like
Talk about
it's
it.
just
No, I
one
haven't.
kick. It's throughout that one.
This is what I'm saying. This is a true musician speaking. I haven't heard it.
What is this going
I
on?
haven't.
Like
No, I am not into
where
that
there's no
way.
context to that music
Yeah,
at
we
just
all.
had a
No, there is. There's
What?
dude. It is the
The
party that
context
is
is
playing
get your
Situational context की बात नहीं कर रहा मैं.
But
मैं
like,
music के
I'll
context
tell
की
you.
बात.
No,
Want
guys.
music that they want to think about.
No,
too
where's the
much.
song?
So-
I'm asking
There
where's the
is no
song?
There's no
song.
songwriting.
Exactly.
There's no
That's
song.
what, but he's
There's
right.
no
That's not the
body.
context.
It's- I'll tell you.
That's not the intent.
EDM against songwriting is like a movie against.
Beautiful.
Are you
He
seriously?
did not prepare a
Yeah.
playlist, and now
And he
his
left his phone
rings.
on loud. Pick up that call, dude.
It was
actually.
better
I want
when you
I would
weren't
like to
here.
answer that call.
Wish you weren't here, bro.
Come back.
आरुषि का फोन था.
नहीं यार
इधर यार.
Oh my God.
कुछ नहीं पता इसको.
तो बता नहीं खाया आज उन्होंने.
करूँ गर्लफ्रेंड इसकी.
अरे ये
strong
फोन
your
निकला
ears
तेरा
are.
यार.
मतलब अगर मेरे को EDM नहीं पसंद तो मैं कमजोर कहाँ है मेरे.
No, not with respect to like EDM. It just popped up in my head. Like understanding music, like you know, for us musicians, like for you guys, like for
You're also a musician.
I don't know. Like I don't know.
Haan,
like,
but that's
if I
such an
am
honest
one.
answer. Singers are not musicians.
Yeah, I don't know. if I'm one.
But she's like, I
No,
don't know.
the thing is that
Controversy.
I've
I'm
been
just
like the thing is that back in my school, like we've been trained, like ear training होता था.
To not give a fuck.
तो
यार तू एक मिनट बोलने देना अब जो
oh
बोल रहा
my
है.
god.
अच्छा ठीक.
So ear training होता था उसकी वजह से it enables us to like understand music on a you know on a higher
Level.
level, yeah, like
for sure.
I mean, so yeah,
But that's
like
only
a
to
factor.
people for people who are going to music classes, na?
But I still don't.
I mean, some people develop their ears like sun ke, like so it can come like naturally to you as well and just
It's like it's a thing in art. If you don't point out something, it's hard to notice, right?
Yeah.
But that's the point of the artist, ना?
कि तुम
Artist
क्या-
क्या
हाँ.
कह रहा है? Artist eventually ये बोलता है ना कि तू मेरी बात सुन, but जब तू मेरी बात दोबारा सुनेगा, तो तुझे realize होगा कि मैं ये भी कह रहा था. तू
हाँ
समझ
तो
रहा है?
वही मतलब पहली बार तो it's going to be just implied meaning, right? उसके बाद you're going to understand the perspective of the artist.
But
It's like
coming
that
back to
till-
EDM,
Yeah.
वो बोल रहा है मेरा implied meaning भी यही है.
But
Yeah,
और मेरे बाकी meanings भी हैं.
Wait, let me tell you that analogy that I just thought of. EDM against songwriting would be something like a movie against the VLC visualizer. The VLC visualizer is also a visual art. People sit and make that.
You mean that?
I mean all of that and all the
Winamp.
crazy.
You mean Winamp वाला?
Winamp के भी जो इतने सही होते थे. Now that visualizer की भी एक जगह है. तुम पार्टी पे एक मूवी नहीं चला सकते.
बट विजुअलाइजर खड़ा होके कौन देख रहा है ब्रो? VLC पे गाना चला के नाच रहा है बंदा.
Bro, visualizer
Screen
पर
saver.
स्क्रीन पे आएगा ना ऐसे.
भाई, जब हमारे पास TV नहीं था,
कोई खड़ा होके देख थोड़ी रहा है. कौन देख रहा है? That's what I'm saying.
जब तक Netflix नहीं था मैंने Winamp
Nobody's consuming it.
yeah, same I'm trying to we can't relate.
Visualizer,
I know
just
visualizer.
give
Nobody
it a
don't
second
know,
and think
can't
about it.
relate.
Visualizer में कोई no one
Guys, it's a podcast.
you can't see someone just staring at a visualizer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
नहीं, वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि लेकिन म्यूजिक में EDM को तो उसी तरह कंज्यूम कर रहे हो ना जैसे गाने को कर रहे हो. सॉन्ग राइटिंग वाले गाने को कर रहे हो.
नहीं तुम visualizer को लोग घूरते नहीं है. नहीं घूरते. People don't stare at visualizers at parties. Like just think about that outcome
यार
once.
कुछ नीचे कुछ
2 minutes. Screw this, bro.
I am not
Okay.
standing at a
EDM
party
छोड़ो.
looking at a visualizer until unless
I am not going to a party.
EDM नहीं EDM की छोड़ो.
Screw that. EDM is just okay. One bhag of it. One part of it.
भागो यहाँ से bro.
But again, the point is that coming back to the topic, leisure versus critical analysis of EDM. You can't do that. But then again, the topic is music listening a leisure activity or not?
Yeah.
it is
definitely
Yeah.
Then EDM is legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Then
course.
EDM makes sense,
ठीक है,
Karan.
then EDM makes sense since it's a leisure act.
You're really angry at EDM.
It's like someone looking at really bad art. According to us, according to some of us, according to you, and also me.
Some of us, some of us, you.
Me.
ठीक है. कई लोगों को चाहिए कि यार मोने की पेंटिंग हो, राइट? बट हम लोगों को मन्नू भी चलेगा.
हम लोगों को मन्नू ही चलेगा.
कई लोगों को मन्नू भी देखना है, कन्नू ने यार नहीं करना मेरे को, तू डूडल कर रहे हैं, अबे डूडल या ये डूडल या वो डूडल,
ये डूडल
डूडल भी खुश है लोग, बट
coming back to the
विजुअलाइजर का पता नहीं.
No, but as musicians, do you feel the need to judge music while listening to it with other people?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a standard to this art form.
Okay.
There is a skill set that is involved, and there is a level of creativity that you can judge.
And how do you make sure that person who's not a musician listens to you and understands your viewpoint?
This isn't
because you have a completely different
I
point.
know, but I don't. Like, this is being like liking good music against what we would say is not very good music or whatever is beyond being a musician or non-musician. It is about people and taste.
yeah.
I like one thing that I've always imagined music to be is
ये बात बिल्कुल सही.
like it is. Let's just imagine it as a series, like a pattern, right? And like let's, for the sake of like the conversation, that better music are slightly more intricate patterns. Now, what my basic deduction would be is that the smarter ones are gonna catch the better patterns.
Okay.
Whereas the ones who don't want to think very much are going to take the easier
But
patterns.
tell me one thing: the patterns which are easier to figure out, and the artists who don't put too much thought into it, why are they the ones who have the biggest audiences? And why?
Man, you're talking about a
because audiences-
consumer base and like marketing and like a full
अब
on.
सुन,
So are we
देखो,
doing?
मैं तेरे को
who's doing
टूथपेस्ट
it?
बोलता हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल टूथपेस्ट तू सुबह उठ के करता है, तू देखेगा ना सबसे सस्ता वाला लूम है, बिकॉज इट्स अ बेसिक नेसेसिटी एवरी डे. लाइक तू देखेगा अगर तू सबसे ज्यादा टूथपेस्ट पिकने वाला वही होगा जो बहुत सस्ता होगा. महंगी तू 5,000 वाला टूथपेस्ट में लगेगा. म्यूजिक इज लाइक 5,000 वाला टूथपेस्ट. रख लो, शायद आपके यहाँ काम आएगा, शायद आपके वहाँ काम आएगा, ये आपकी ये भी ठीक करेगा, वो भी ठीक करेगा. एंड यू नो व्हाट आई मीन, लाइक some comes in gold packing or some other shit.
So which is the right way of doing it? Like the sasta, chota package, easily accessible version.
It depends on
or the-
you.
Yeah,
then.
वो फिर musician के
कि
ऊपर
तेरे
है.
को पैसे चाहिए या तुझे याद रखने वाला काम करना है.
Okay.
बीच का मॉडल होना चाहिए आइडियली, कि लेजर एक्टिविटी भी होनी चाहिए म्यूजिक सुनना. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज पीपल, it's literally like people do not want, like people are at least around me, they don't want to be told how to listen to music.
But nobody wants to be told how
Yeah,
to
nobody wants
listen
Nobody
to
wants to be
music.
told how to
We're
do
probably
anything.
coming
Yeah.
off
It's like
people-
telling somebody to
Brush a certain way.
or eat a certain way, not use your hands and eat it.
मम्मी पापा
I'm
की
going to
बोलते
use
हो,
my
वाला
hands
scene.
and eat it.
I think this
Nobody.
नहीं, आपको नहीं कह रहे मतलब generally.
this reeks of entitlement. Don't you guys like think like
True.
a lot of people might
True. It is true.
What?
कैसे
why-
कैसे?
How
You
is
want to
that
explain that?
entitlement?
Yeah.
like we get to know how music really like we know what good music is like. Y'all don't, and
It comes off as arrogance.
It comes off-
Patronizing.
That's a good point.
Entitlement.
Musicians are
No,
arrogant.
that's I'm coming from a personal
Definitely.
experience. Like I've experienced this in the past where I did not intend to do that. I did not intend to like come across as an entitled person, but the other person was like really offended. They were like, "Who are you? Like, how do you
Tell
know
me.
it all?"
Too authority थोड़ा है.
And yeah.
नहीं, but वो तो कोई भी नहीं है. And the thing is, I'll tell you, with things like music and like movies and stuff like this and TV shows, you want to bump into it yourself. Things are to be self-discovered or suggested by a very close-knit, verified group. Nobody wants a suggestion from anywhere else. And it's also that like no one takes a suggestion from outside very seriously also, because these things are systematic in nature. You have certain sources for things like this and you stick to those.
I want to immediately come to that EDM wala thing, and because when we dissect, that's the thing, that when we dissect music,
Electronic
the
dance
the most accessible part of music to a non-musician is the rhythm, is the beat, is the groove. So if you can relate to it easily, so I think that's why it's most accessible.
Accessible.
Yeah.
And the beats, इसलिए फिर hip hop भी इतना चल रहा है, because
हाँ.
that's also mainly
Straight
beats,
up.
since you talked about it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Money beats.
Guys, battery had run out. Sorry. And now.
awkward.
Yeah, so hip hop. Who
Nothing,
said
I'm just saying.
something about hip
But
hop?
my thing was about the accessible
Groove.
More accessible, yeah, the groove is the most accessible part, and that's what we also grooving. That's also what makes it accessible.
That's what we're about.
the groove.
Product placement.
I somehow feel that music को उतना तवज्जो अब नहीं मिल रहा है यार. Even listening aspect को उतना तवज्जो नहीं है. Unfortunately.
नहीं
तुम्हारे चेहरे पे जो शिकन आई है ना मेरी जान
नहीं, क्योंकि
Basically, it becoming a background thing, मतलब.
like I know someone who's very close to me. Like
I know what it is.
even I feel
Yeah.
like
whenever I listen to music with her,
yeah, I know.
she's always telling me, Abhay,
It's a she. Okay.
she's always telling me, Abhay देख के मत कर.
मतलब
Me, I know who that is.
I was going to explain कि क्या कर
मतलब
don't drop truth bombs with respect to अरे यार ये गाना ना यहाँ से copied है, अरे ये गाना ना यहाँ से inspired है, अरे ये गाना ना यहाँ से आ रहा है, अरे ये गाना, और musicians वो करते हैं, and we are hated for this because we have destroyed so many songs for so many people. हमें ही समझ नहीं आता.
all day every day.
But as he said, I cannot go back to music being a leisure activity now.
That's not happening.
Because अब जितना भी मैं leisure activity वाला music सुना है वो सिर्फ दोस्तियाँ करने के लिए सुना है. चल ठीक है दोस्ती बनी रहे.
Says so much.
You know,
काला चश्मा सुन ले कोई बात
like just because my friends have a certain kind of taste, मेरे को उनके साथ hang out भी करना है तो मेरे को बैठना पड़ेगा.
तू 2 बार मेरे कंधे पे हाथ रख.
नहीं I'm talking about my friends like
KPK city is
Sarvjeet and all these other guys.
But ऐसा है, even my school group, they have different kind of tastes, and yeah, a lot of it doesn't match also. But ठीक है, all that is cool, but EDM
So that means we are outcasts eventually.
हाँ मेरे दोस्त ज़्यादा हैं नहीं, पर मेरे सारे दोस्त मेरे गाने सुनते हैं.
मेरे
भी सारे
मेरे
दोस्त अच्छे हैं.
हाँ, that's what verified.
मेरे दोस्त अच्छे हैं.
हैं.
और मेरी गाड़ी में मेरा म्यूजिक चलता है.
हाँ वो तो चलने को उतना मैं चल शेयर.
मेरे दोस्त मुझे ये सजेस्ट करते रहते हैं, ब्रो एक बार तुनक तुम जैसा कोई गाना लिख दे, मेरी लाइफ सॉर्ट है. ठीक है.
तुनक.
I was like bro तू देख मेरा इंस्ट्रूमेंट भी अलग, मैं बंदा भी अलग.
पड़म.
And then this, what do you do when you get a suggestion like bro तुनक तो लिख दे.
ठीक है बोल के घर चल जाते हैं ना. मैं सोचना थोड़ी है.
But then again, so how do we listen to, how does Birraj listen to music? Are you into leisure or
I'd say both. There is,
He's into pleasure.
you can choose to either analyze it or do whatever, or
You can't choose, bro.
I feel
We're bound to do it now.
wait, the things just stick out. Like if an audio engineer listens to music, वो तो he can tell me in terms of hertz, कि इस frequency में ये हो रहा है. I can't do that. So he
because he heard that.
so
Words is hard यार.
for him it's like a different experience and different things stick out to him. I say like if I'm more into harmony, I'll like the harmony will somehow like I'll notice more of that part. If she's a singer, I think she's gonna notice the vocals and maybe like more texture and whatever.
I noticed the bass line.
सब
as
notice
well,
करता है
just
यार.
saying,
I mean,
like,
I guess those things like it's just a very automatic process.
So then
I
it's
think.
not a leisure activity for us at least.
But
Like,
this is
you're
not
you're still chilling. It's just that things are happening on their own because
Yeah.
music is also a very natural.
But it's
thing.
not,
It's not like you
smart
Music it becomes ingrained.
It's not like you
Unconscious
write down
thing,
pointers. It's just
Yeah.
it's just in your head. You're like, oh yes.
Basically,
oh यहाँ पे ये
appreciate-
आ गया, यहाँ पे आ
you
गया. It's like that.
appreciate-
honestly,
naturally.
music changed it for me. Like personally, I used to listen to music, like the way like I listen to music right now. It's so different, and it's so like Revisit has like added on so much to.
We're the best.
Yeah, you all are the best. I'm just saying. But
I'll give you an analogy. ठीक है.
Reference.
Just for example, नहीं यार इसका reference नहीं. For example, वो कौन था जो this guy who came to India be like this Jacob Collier, right? Now imagine that there are tens and thousands of Jacob Colliers. Okay, this guy's perfect pitch. This guy knows everything. If you play him a song, he'll tell you, okay, that's a E-6, that's a D7 or whatever. ठीक है. Now imagine listening to music with Jacob Collier.
Yeah, that'd be a very
है ना? So for
bro,
not that
Intolerable.
we are the Jacob Colliers
Intolerable.
for all of the non-musicians.
And we are non-musicians.
नहीं सुनना है, मुझे नहीं पता करना कि ये गलत कॉर्ड है ब्रो. हाँ, डायटोनिक चेंज नहीं था मुझे पता है, बट तुझे चेंज भी पता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, you know what I mean? Like, so imagine listening to music with Jacob Collier.
he'll ruin it for
No, I think it'll be amazing.
वो
That's also
Yeah,
because you're a
it's very
musician.
accessible. So I think
That's because you're a
वो उसकी
student of
श्रद्धा है.
music.
अब वो उसकी श्रद्धा
हाँ, उसकी श्रद्धा है.
कि जेकब कोलियर ने हम इंसानों को छोड़ा है जोगा इस चीज के
जोगा.
बट हम लोग वो नहीं कर रहे ना.
उसके जितना.
What we are trying to do is now the difference here is we are just opening one door for you. Jacob Collier will open every door for you, right? हम लोग सिर्फ बोल रहे थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट हो जा, राइट? थोड़ा सा देख कुछ तो नोटिस.
बट हम ये क्यों बोल रहे हैं?
मालिक बजिए
बट हम ये क्यों बोल रहे हैं? कोई इंजीनियर हमें आके ये थोड़ी बोल रहा है कि तू देख भैया गाड़ी का इंजन कैसे बनता है.
पर यार इंजीनियर स्टेज पे खड़े होके गिग नहीं बजाता ना,
नहीं
इंजीनियर
but
म्यूजिक
तो इंजीनियर गाड़ी में तेरे साथ बैठ तो रहा है.
नहीं बट वो सो कमिंग टू योर टॉपिक, तू बोल रहा है इंजीनियर नहीं बोलता कि गाड़ी का इंजन, बट दे सेल द कार लाइक दैट ना. दिस इज द बेस्ट कार इन द वर्ल्ड.
No, you do it when you sell your music. But कोई और अगर somebody else is just enjoying it, you can't go and tell them कि नहीं तू उसको ऐसा सुन.
ब्रो बट अगर कोई सेंट्रो में खुश है तो उसको पता ही नहीं चलेगा ना BMW भी है. आई एम सेइंग उसको बता
very relative.
BMW भी है, देख लेफ्ट हो जाएगा.
But उसके बाद पैसे ही नहीं है BMW के लिए, तू सेंट्रो में ही तो
दिस इज द डिफरेंस विद म्यूजिक ना,
Knowing music.
अब तो पैसे, अब तो
नहीं,
कोई
but
payment वाले हमको नहीं बोल रहे.
we're not talking about knowing good or bad music. We're talking about how to listen to it.
True. ठीक है.
Also, हाँ
तो उस केस में तो we can't tell anybody to how to listen to it. तुम गाड़ी में बैठ के सीट कितनी पीछे होकर चलाते हो वो तुम्हारी मर्जी है.
But bro, you
Doesn't matter.
inadvertently point out things na which you appreciate in that music, and that's a natural thing that comes to you.
I mean, for how long do I have to hear this line, bro? Bass सुन. In a car with my friend.
और वो बात कर रहा है बेस स्पीकर्स की. तो talking about the bass line.
की बात कर रहा है. I'm like, bro, मैं bass सुन रहा हूँ. It's not that cool, by the way.
तेरे शीशे कांप रहे हैं.
कब तक मैं ये सुनता रहूंगा अपने घर वाले दोस्तों के साथ कि ब्रो बेस सुन.
घर वाले दोस्त.
बट वो भी तो ये बोलते होंगे कब तक हम सुनते रहेंगे गैस लाइटिंग है अभी तेरे साथ.
आप gaslighting
It's like that.
नहीं.
It's like that.
बीच में
bro.
मिलो.
The thing is, when it comes to
बीच में मिलो.
you pay in terms of attention. You have to pay attention to music that is new, not just in terms of like just an artist or like thing, but like when genres and influences. Like if you start really putting out music from the West and making people who listen only to our Bollywood music, they're gonna have to digest a whole new spectrum of structures, of harmonies, of like ideas and soundscapes. It's a whole new thing. It's like going to a new country and eating their food.
But then how do you explain Justin Bieber?
That is again it comes back to the visualizer thing. कोई भी visualizer घूर सकता है क्योंकि वो हद से easy है और एक शक्ल है, एक image है. वो फिर बेचते भी तो ऐसे हैं कि ये देखो इतना सुंदर लड़का, इतना अच्छा गा रहा है. YouTube अब अपने टाइम में गिटार वाले ग्लोरी डेज में कर दिया ना उसने ट्रिप जब
तो तब तो ये सब था भी नहीं. How do you explain people loving Floyd in India then?
They were psychedelic, dude. They were extremely like those shows.
Pink Floyd made. Yeah, they came to India also to play, and there were people who.
No, I'm saying there is still a certain kind of Western music that even Bollywood audience has heard.
हाँ.
बट ये बात सही है, इसकी साइकेडेलिक म्यूजिक का सीन है.
वो तो psychedelic
वाला
वो सब
scene
छोड़.
है.
It's still very different, dude. Like this how the songs are arranged and the structures of the song इतने अलग होते हैं भाई. And तू सोच पूरी उम्र एक टाइप के गाने सुन रहा है और अब मैं तेरे को एक completely new version of music. I always think of it as eating different cuisines. When you go to a new country, they're gonna flavor it in a completely different way, and that may make it or break it for you. तुम्हें फीका लगेगा, तुम्हें कच्चा लगेगा, कुछ होगा ऐसे. You'll feel weird. You won't eat it. So it has to. That's why like you have to blend it with your own cuisine to give it to your own people because they will appreciate a new flavor, but not too new a flavor. Just be a little new. It's like I don't try something new unless I've tried it before.
And also in the situation where when you are listening to music with a non-musician, it's also about how you approach it. Like you want something to be appreciated.
हाँ तुम्हें
The
भी
way
पता.
you approach it, the way you tell them
हाँ.
कि यार तो ये सुन ये part बड़ा अच्छा है.
हाँ.
Now it's up to them to decide.
Then
To
you
listen to
also
it.
have not categorized a particular category or a particular time for music. For example, अब तुम पूरी फैमिली शाबाश तोड़ो बेटा. अब तुम पूरी फैमिली के साथ फिल्म देखने जाते हो, राइट? You gather people की चलना और ये फिल्म आ रही है देखने जाते हैं. बट जब एक एल्बम आ रही है, I mean, right? वो वाला सीन नहीं है अब. Like you will not
Listening party basically.
लिसनिंग पार्टी नहीं हो रही, या पहले होता था क्योंकि और लोगों के पास और को आपके ऑप्शंस नहीं थे. The abundance of music has led to a point where people are like छोड़ ना ब्रो, रात को सुन लूंगा ना यार, आगे ना
Basically disposable इतना है मतलब कि और क्या बोलते हैं हाँ streaming में
accessibility इतनी है कि it's been taken for granted.
तभी पैहों का भी
it's not an experience basically. Like we don't treat it as an experience. It's just
But it's not that
background
we
thing.
don't treat it as an experience. It needs to be crafted as if it's an experience now. The musician has to evolve with his evolving audience. A very good example is Kendrick
good point,
Lamar's How to Pimp a Butterfly and Damn. The interludes. Hip hop in general, very famous for having interludes in their records and mixtapes. These interludes are, these make snippets, they turn it into stories. and like they paint pictures for you far faster than just
Giovanni.
understanding melodies.
Giorgio.
Yeah, Giovanni Giorgio from the
Influence me.
Random access
Giorgio
memories.
Moroder, right?
Yeah, Giorgio by Moroder.
Random
Yeah.
access memories, right?
Marauder.
Giorgio Moroder. His name is Giorgio Moroder. वैसे.
Okay.
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੀ ਨਾਂ ਹੈ ਉਹਦਾ
But yeah, like these things, you have to change. If people are not listening to
That's actually a
music,
good point, man.
yeah, if people are not listening to music in this country, which you make, that's on you, man. Because people still listen to
Yeah,
music.
definitely.
Sure, for sure.
T-Series is the biggest channel on YouTube for a reason.
What
T-Series is the biggest channel on YouTube. Like,
I think
beat
they have like more
PewDiePie.
subscribers than
Yeah.
PewDiePie now, yeah.
Somehow.
So like,
Last year they crossed
it
it.
tells you that like you need to evolve to the circumstance.
No, but then in that case, evolving is actually dumbing down.
No, it's
Guys,
it
when
can
you're
be
when you're
that.
target
It can
audience,
be that.
ways,
It
I'll tell
can
you.
be
He
that.
says
It can be that.
T series is your target. Then you have to
But
evolve according to T series.
Isn't
If
that
you have to
relative?
evolve according to T series, then you have to actually dissolve what you have to unlearn what you know then.
So, see,
that's not dumbing
no,
down, that's-
my T-Series
That is
example
dumbing
was
down.
just to prove that there are music consumers in the country. But yeah, like if you do have to dumb it down in certain ways, that doesn't mean that it takes away from your creativity. It just says
It
that
shouldn't, but
it has to force your
how many
creativity.
creative T series songs do you know?
Well, now that is a revolution you have to bring. But लोग
Then
गाने
I think
सुनते
वहाँ पे
हैं.
Wolfpack का एक बड़ा अच्छा example है.
ये लो, no number one hit, no management, sold out Madison Square Garden in the first attempt.
नहीं, but I am talking about India, guys. तुम फिर गोरों की बात करने लग
नहीं
जाते हो।
चलो भाई बात वही है हम
But
थोड़ा
India में वो
पीछे
हुआ
हैं.
ही नहीं ना. India में everybody succumbed to the demand. There was no independent supply, right? एक point के colonial brothers बेचारे
Colonial cousins.
sorry brothers
Colonial brothers.
colonial
Colonial cousins. Cousin भी brothers होते हैं, तो कोई बात नहीं. Technically तो.
cousin डुकरी
ये मेरा cousin. Colonial brothers.
colonial
cousins.
yeah gonna go on for a while.
सासनी. ठीक है ठीक.
आंसू आ
It takes him a little more time.
Colonial brothers.
उनके मतलब is there another act you know of?
Like colonial cousins.
Yeah, or the Ram Sampath का band था. But these guys are not producing for what they had to do, right? They're doing now what they have to do. It's
Yeah,
like how you
I
succumb
think
to
that's
the
debating on
demand
topic
and
now.
everything.
मतलब तुम फिर उनके career
No,
project
फिर-
की बात कर रहे हो.
नहीं, I'm saying it's about तुमने कैसे you didn't I think you didn't believe in your creativity that much that you kept it on and on and on and on and on for a while so that people could actually get used to it. So people didn't get used to it and they actually started going back to the stuff they liked before. So you had to make that kind of stuff.
No, but like when you compose music, how would you like आप reviewers पे आप गाने लिखते हो? How would you like a non-musician to listen to it? How would you like them to approach it?
Yeah, now that is a very deep question, because I know I'm saying it's deep because when you are creating something as an artist, you don't actually care initially. Then you put these thoughts after you've created. अरे यार ये तो कोई सुनेगा ही नहीं.
The first
But
priority
ये
is
डर
not-
आपको होना ही नहीं चाहिए. Ideally तो ये डर आपको नहीं होना चाहिए. But ऐसा डर है और ऐसा डर exist करता है. क्योंकि ऐसा म्यूजिक मैंने भी और यहाँ सबने ऐसा म्यूजिक बनाया है जो कि शायद कभी कोई नहीं सुनने वाला.
Yeah.
है ना कि तुम्हें लगेगा कि यार दो शिट दिस इज द शिट.
No one gets me, bro. No one gets me. That's
but you have to take into consideration the crowd aspect. होएगा. कई लोग वो उसको सोचते हैं कि यार हम म्यूजिक कैसा भी बना लेंगे, हम मार्केटिंग में लोगों को पटा लेंगे. कई लोग उसको बोलते हैं नहीं यार हम म्यूजिक में ही वो करेंगे कि हमें शायद मार्केटिंग जरूरत ना करनी पड़े. बट वही देयर इज अ स्वीट स्पॉट टू एवरीथिंग दैट यू गाइस आर सेइंग एज वेल. बट तू जो बात बोल रहा था अबाउट कलोनियल कजन्स की बात, कोई ऐसा चीज आई नहीं है यार. देन व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट इज टू ऑल ऑफ द म्यूजिशियंस, साइड नोट हम लोग टॉपिक से थोड़ा डाइवर्ट कर,
exactly. Yeah.
अपनी वांट्स ही उतनी बड़ी मत करो. If you want, I was watching this interview by Divakar Banerjee. He said something very good. वो उस लड़की उससे पूछती है that आपकी फिल्में are majorly made for urban India. You are not able to make films for like say for example like a Karan Wadhwa does, जो सबको समझ आ रही है या everyone's like चलना देखते हैं. He's like, listen, if I want to be everything to everyone, then I'll end up being nothing to anyone. I have to be something to someone. Like बोल रहा मेरी अगर टारगेट ऑडियंस तुम्हें लगता है कि अर्बन इंडिया है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, बट उतना कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए आप में, और एट द सेम टाइम आपकी लाइफस्टाइल उस हिसाब से होनी चाहिए. अब तेरे को अगर आना ही गिग पे हेलीकॉप्टर में है,
प्रायोरिटी हैज टू बी आर्ट, राइट?
अगर तेरे को हेलीकॉप्टर में गिग पे आना है, हेलीकॉप्टर से उतरना है, चॉपर तेरा उतरे, लिमोजिन खड़ी हो, बहुत सारे लड़का और लड़कियां तेरे इंतजार कर रहे हो, रेड कारपेट पे लोग अपना खून दे रहे हैं, खून से रेड कर रहे हैं, यू नो ऑल ऑफ दैट. इफ यू वांट ऑल ऑफ दैट,
रेड कारपेट,
then you will out and out go, okay, these are the 10 things people want. They want this. That's what this girl, क्या नाम है उसका,
Ariana Grande.
Exactly, this is what Ariana Grande does,
Why are you
right?
pointing at me?
No, because you showed that video ना जिसमें वो she's
अच्छा.
exercising,
तेरा अलग ही होता है.
Side to side.
exercising
हाँ,
psychically.
side to side.
Yeah,
उसको पता है.
side to side. Like if you guys don't know the back, do you guys know the backstory of side to side?
No, we don't.
Because we've been side to side.
This
That's
is, I know, I hate this so much because I get triggered. Because the entire song, I don't, it's very
What's the song
explicit.
called?
Side to side.
side to
Side to
side.
side.
It's very
So
explicit.
the lyrics are, she's walking side to side or something like that. Got me walking from side to side. It's basically about getting effed so hard that you can't walk straight and you have to walk side to side. So that's what the
ये हम कहाँ चले गए हैं ऐसे?
No, but listening music, bro, people are listening to this.
Yeah.
तू समझ रहा है? Like people are listening to this
this
stuff.
is what sells.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is what sells.
It's not what sells. It's not that story that sells.
Yeah, it's not the story, bro.
It's Ariana
Even
Grande
AC/DC
selling,
said
bro.
this.
Yeah.
It's
like,
her.
You know what? She's
It's
got
her.
a great voice,
Why?
but the commercialization has like sucked her in real bad. Like,
Thus,
that's what.
side to side.
वही
I telling you, eye to eye right now.
But it's about what you want in life,
Eye
right?
to eye चले जा
तो तुम्हारी वॉन्ट्स इतनी बड़ी होनी नहीं चाहिए. तुम्हारे को पता होना चाहिए कि भाई मेरे म्यूजिक को ना इतनी वो नहीं मिलनी अभी, तो रफड़ ना पालो. 10 लोगों को खाने मत बनाओ घर में.
Be humble.
Be humble as a musician, because there is no other way out of it. Unless you want to be the next T series. Because then you have to join T series, you have to go to a gym, ab banao.
Finish fuck you.
This is how I've been making abs.
There was this person from his college who once asked me, Abhay bhaiya, what do you suggest? How do I take up music? I said, listen, what do you want in life? Do you want a vanity van?
Oh, मुझे
I know
पता ही
you're
वाली
talking
story.
Do you want a vanity van in your life, or do you want like a serious in-depth analysis of music? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I was like, vanity van मतलब लोग तेरे आने का इंतजार करेंगे, तेरे लिए स्टेज सेटअप होगा, तू जाके बस माइक चेक करना है, और उसमें भी तू डांट सकती है साउंड इंजीनियर को कि ये क्या कर रहा है तू. ठीक है, और बहुत पैसे होंगे, बट उसमें तेरे को जिम जाना पड़ेगा, तेरे को यूट्यूब चैनल खोलना पड़ेगा, और तेरे को सुबह शाम मेकअप या कुछ और करके रखना पड़ेगा, काजल लगा के रखना पड़ेगा, तेरे को कुछ भी करना पड़ेगा, कुछ भी. You just have to be ready. You just have to sell yourself to another level. And you're like, what is the other option? It's like the other
लोग
option,
आपका जाने का इंतजार करेंगे.
the other option would be खुद झाड़ू लगा रहे हो, सब कुछ कर रहे हो, तुम म्यूजिक सीखोगे पहले 5 से 10-15 साल, और उसके बाद शायद तुम्हारे को लोग सुनने आएंगे, शायद लोग, बट म्यूजिशियंस विल रिमेंबर यू.
और तुम्हें म्यूजिक बजाना आएगा.
तुम्हें म्यूजिक बजाना आएगा. You would have experienced that life.
Yeah.
The real joy of playing music is not the तालियां anymore, for me at least, because तालियों मिल ही नहीं रही पहली बात. ठीक है, मुझे अब right now the joy of making music is being with you guys, for example.
it is the creation.
But it is the creative
Perfection.
you know,
Flexio.
and अगर बाद में तालियां आएंगी तो I will give up on this.
Believe in the process.
Yeah,
I will give up on.
I will give up on all of
त्याग
you.
दूंगा.
And मैं तालियां I'm just kidding. But what I mean is,
Abhay Sharma.
The
The Revisit Project.
so या तो either you want the vanity van or you want the वो. And she like,
Bro, vanity van.
she like,
सीधी नहीं है.
I'll
वो
take-
गंदा अच्छा चाहिए.
I'll take 2 days to get back to you. And then she texted me, listen, I want the vanity van.
Guys,
That's great though.
And like, man, वो फिर मेरे को मिली अगले दिन आके, मैंने कहा ये हुई ना बात, अब तूने honestly जवाब दिया है, bro, and she has the vanity van now. I mean,
No, I don't think so.
she's on her way. Like she's
She's on her way in the vanity.
yeah, man, that's great.
चल के जाइए.
बट अगर आपको 18 पे पता है आपको वैनिटी वैन चाहिए, तो आपको 28 तक मिल जाएगी वैनिटी.
no, absolutely.
कई लौंडों को और कई लड़कियों को क्या होता है कि 18 पे उनको म्यूजिक करना है,
हाँ.
और 24 पे
ब्रो
उनको
मैं
vanity
बहुत
van
में मेरी कॉर्ड सुन
God, son. And you make fun of guitar players somewhere all the time.
28 पे they like, bro listen,
बस. Listen.
वैनिटी ला.
Vanity ला. Vanity का है.
रात को बिना तकिए के सोया हूँ.
स्पॉट बॉय चाहिए. वहीं अब the thing is इतना context तो हम लोगों को पता ही नहीं है ना. This is why people don't get into music. Because there are so many versions of music. At least with films, you know if you're watching a Tarkovsky or if you're watching a Kubrick कि यार ये तो this is a cinematic experience. ये तो देखना ही नहीं है. For example. No, but this is what it is, right? And then you're like अच्छा ये. But with music सब कुछ ही नहीं सुनना.
हाँ, exactly.
जो टॉप प्लेलिस्ट है like
Billboard.
now imagine you do listen to the top playlist of an Oscar, right? This film won an Oscar, you're like, man, this film is something else. But when you listen, we know a top Grammy winning album,
Yeah.
we're like, what the fuck? Are you serious? This album, have we not done that to us?
Man,
Never check
Kendrick
the
Lamar
ratings.
2 पे butterflies वाला that year.
Never check the ratings.
That was the worst.
बट है तो वही ऑस्कर में जो टॉप 5 फिल्म्स होंगी वो तुम देखोगे बट ग्रैमी की टॉप 5
हाँ, that institution is only weird.
विद म्यूजिक का बड़े से आते हैं फिर तो आई थिंक कि अगर तुम म्यूजिक सुन रहे हो एज अ स्टूडेंट तो दैट्स आल्सो फाइन
Everything is fine. It's your personal thing, dude.
बट देन is it still a leisure activity for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I have fun
Sometimes
listening
yes,
to
yeah.
music. That there are certain artists that I would listen to for an academic perspective, where I am like shutting up and just listening to it because I need to like ingrain some of these concepts and sounds and this and that. But like there
Yeah,
are,
like me
but
listening to
there are-
Rahman or like जो पुराने गाने सुन रहा हूँ. That's mostly leisure activity.
हाँ.
That's mostly a leisure activity. It's not like I study his music every time.
Yeah.
That phase is gone. But I come back to that music again and again. First because it's so good, and second because I want to relax.
Yeah.
Once
And my way of relaxation is
You
listening to that
love
music.
listening to music. That's
Like let's
We
put
all
it-
do.
One
that won't go away.
one thing I feel is that the first time you hear an album, you're not listening to it in a that's not leisure. The first time you're listening to an album is when you're really breaking it down. You listen to it and really figure it out. But when you come back to an album is when you're only coming back for your own self and for that leisure of listening to the album.
कई लोगों का बिल्कुल उल्टा होता है मेरा बिल्कुल उल्टा है
Acha, the first time is the best, second time is
when I'm listening to a song nowadays, what I do is I don't give a fuck about how well you anyone's played on it. If I like the song, that's when I'll be like, okay, now because because we listen to so much good music now.
That's also
We
true.
all collectively listen to like I
Yeah.
think harmony, melody, rhythm. हम लोग सारे में हम लोग almost साथ. So the song has to be really fucking almost like it pulls me in. Because now I can't go ahead and be like no Coltrane doesn't sound that cool because I have to say Coltrane is good
Yeah, somewhere.
because you have to defend Coltrane to your family eventually.
Yeah.
How many times have we had this conversation with our family members? They're like, क्या है Coltrane? And you have to, even if I don't understand
I have
this,
never brought
I
this
will
up.
defend him.
My band's just like, tum suno, tum
But
suno."
then the secondary part of this conversation is, can you listen to like the intricate forms of music as a leisure activity?
No.
Like jazz, but then how do you define all the people who show up at all the jazz concerts?
It's the Hawa.
ठीक है, that is one aspect to it.
No,
Yes,
jazz
yeah.
performances, like, okay, now live jazz performance is a bit of a spectacle also. It involves a lot of
just
like,
going to say that.
yeah, flamboyance.
Yeah.
वो भी म्यूजिक का बंदा भी आ गया और बंदे के साथ उसका एंटिक्स भी आ गया.
हाँ.
Which is a skill.
But it really, for me at least, it depends a lot on the kind of music it is. Not in terms of genre as much as like just the thought behind it. Some songs are busy, extremely tensed and like high tempo, rip and run types. Those songs might not
Sent
be
it back to me
my go-to
days back, times in
choice.
But that going and listening and like watching वाला experience completely changes. घर पे तुम EDM भी नहीं सुनोगे. मतलब mostly people don't listen to it.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
dance to
it's
it.
true,
bro.
You are from that generation which saw the rise of EDM.
Yeah.
And fall actually.
Fall also.
Well, yeah. Now hip hop.
What were the kids? I mean, at that point in time, saying and doing.
Nothing. I feel like the sad indie boy vibe is like prevalent. Honestly,
Sure.
being very honest with you, that's the new hip scene.
my sad
And I feel like so I was around a lot of stoners. Okay, like a lot of my friends are stoners.
ये क्या होता है?
And
We don't know, man.
पत्थर पहनता है, I think.
Kabe pe.
people who get stoned. So like I mean like they were the kind of people like this is I'm coming from like a very personal experience. Not claiming it's the same for everyone. But you know, they would like when they're like collectively present together and they wanna like you know, like not think too much about anything, they would listen to EDM. Like that was their go-to vibe. But in isolation that never happened, you know. They would in isolation people like from my group would like listen to pop or yeah, I mean again now that entire EDM vibe has been replaced completely by the sad indie boy vibe. For instance, now people from my circle would listen to Pratik Kuhar and you know.
Yeah, but when we're talking about music and musicians,
who's the next sad indie boy? Are there more sad indie boys?
I mean,
है तो बहुत सारे.
yeah, a couple of them. I don't really know.
Ankur Tiwari.
Will you
Bands
consider
like
him-
Parvaz and all these.
Parvaz is also sad indie boy only.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I don't know. Like I feel like, yeah.
But it's also like EDM concerts and all that. That's what it was the entire experience.
People
that
don't want to
were
think too
after.
much about anything.
तो मतलब हम बनाना ही बंद कर दें मतलब म्यूजिक.
No, like people like from my circle.
Yeah, but एक बहुत important
like,
बात ये है कि जब म्यूजिक तुम सुना रहे हो लोगों को for non-musicians, more than the music, the lyrics come into the forefront for sure. And that's not EDM, but a lot of kind of
But वो
music.
किस
नहीं,
moment
dude.
पे होता
Yeah,
है?
it depends. It depends on the genre that everyone's
Yeah.
listening to. थोड़ा मतलब है. Like I had so many friends in college who used to listen to like full-on prog rock. They didn't know the words so much, but like they knew the. But
engineer population
like,
में
Engineers तो गुस्से में है ना.
yeah, they were all engineers.
Genius.
But they knew the instrumentation, not having played any instruments themselves or having any background, but like knew the instrumentation of like legit prog rock songs. Very, very like.
Man, but
God.
I don't know a lot of non-musicians who listen to instrumentals. They don't. मतलब for them.
But again,
वो
it's
मतलब
because
lyrics
the
बड़े थे
musician,
वहाँ पर.
non-musician
They relate more to
categorization.
it.
It's more about people and their tastes, and like tastes are somewhat decided through lifestyles. It comes through that. So the musician, non-musician ka antar, I've seen it being blurred so much in my life.
So if you
personally
want a
also.
leisurely life, then you would listen to leisurely things.
It's more like the kind of life you've led will essentially introduce you to a certain aspect of
Yeah,
things.
totally.
तुम जैसी तुम्हारी जिंदगी होगी तुम्हें वैसी चीजें मिलेंगी.
But it's ironic that the richer the population gets, the poorer musicians you start listening to. For example, like the richest people
Yeah.
in at least my country or my area or my vicinity try and showcase themselves as, okay, I've heard
Immense
Ahmed
regard
Jan
for the,
Rakwa
you know.
or John Coltrane, and these guys died as poor musicians.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's ironic. The richest people are listening to jazz, and the poorest people are doing hip hop, which is another form of jazz.
Which is again being, I mean, rich people jam to hip hop as well. I think. I mean, that's like
No, but
clearly
No, but
closely
like,
associated with jazz. You know, like
it is. But in
'cause-
they will never go out of the way.
Yeah,
like they
go-
claim that I love going to a jazz
Because
concert.
jazz is like bougie, you know.
But it's
Jazz
actually
is,
not.
This is like bougie.
Jazz
Yeah, no, the
is-
origin of it is such
Jazz-
such
Very
humble
music.
beginnings.
Very
Yeah.
humble music.
The irony is real. I'm telling you, there needs to be an evolution for the perception of musicians
Yeah,
and their
yeah.
audience, especially for us in our country.
यार वो अब नहीं हो पाएगी ना, because the thing is the people who were doing that evolution they have completely been sold out, like MTV and VH1
all that.
and all of these other guys, they are completely run by Bollywood now,
Yeah.
right? अब तो कितना भी कुछ कह ले, perception तो यही लोग बना रहे थे, अब perception कौन बना रहा है musicians की? बड़ा मुश्किल है ये सवाल. अब perception Instagram क्या बोलते हैं, influencers बना रहे हैं.
Yeah.
Like they have to share your music, right? I mean, but do you have to go to them and be like, यार please मेरा music share कर दे?
I don't know. I
But
feel
that's
like
what's
they should
happening also.
bump
Na?
into it.
People are going to them and ask them to share their music. People are advertising their music way
But
too
this
much
is a very good point. हमारी image इतनी बुरी है कि ये तो drugs करते हैं, ये तो ये करते हैं, ये तो वो करते हैं.
हम पे ही है वो. हाँ.
हम पे ही है, but
मतलब हम पे ही
bro,
मतलब I know.
this is the how difficult is it to understand that drugs बुरे नहीं हैं, लोग बुरे हैं. And in the sense that like we all know people who've had drug related issues, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that it's majorly 9 out of 10 times the person
Person
who-
and their lifestyle. Yeah.
But the unfortunate bit is our parents keep telling us that
That's what did to you.
That's why people are not that much into music also, because you know the truth about some musicians. For example, like people know the truth about R. Kelly and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And they're like, ये तो होते ही ऐसे हैं. You know, the moment you get to know about R. Kelly or Michael Jackson or, for example, a Bill Cosby or like Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry तो full on.
Chuck Berry is a really
He's a-
scandal heavy boy.
Right. Now everyone becomes Chuck Berry or everyone becomes a Michael Jackson for them. That's why I think a lot of people don't give two hoots.
Stay away
for
from
it.
music also.
I think, yeah. It's
That's
also,
a factor for sure.
It's also that.
I agree with you. Yeah.
But in any case, like I think we should try and end this now because
Yeah,
we काफी
कहीं और ही.
apart. But I think एक बार सबसे पूछते हैं कि leisure और critical analysis, leisure or labor.
I mean, it's very situational for me. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like whenever I'm with you in the car,
You mean musicians around?
and like
Since she's not a musician, she's a singer.
नहीं.
I mean,
Just kidding.
I don't know what I am, so
That's an honest
Wow, man,
answer.
that's a
I'm just rediscovering myself every moment.
I think it's
every
both for
minute.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I should go
जैसे
and
हम
say
FIFA खेल रहे
For
होते हैं और हम
instance,
आरटी
yeah.
चला देते हैं, it's leisure, right? And then we stop FIFA and lie down and listen to RT.
But हम लोग FIFA के साथ आगे
You will
बढ़
never
सुन रहे
play.
हैं.
क्योंकि हम 3 लौंडे ऐसे ही हैं.
you won't play Wolfpack or you won't play Coltrane when you're hanging with your ghar wale dost. But when you're like here with revisit, you're
Last time I was playing FIFA with my घरवाले दोस्त, we were listening to Himesh Reshammiya.
exactly my point. Exactly
Two
my
of the boys
point.
are in the house.
Exactly my point.
sorry.
And we were especially listening to Prem Ratan Dhanpal.
It depends.
And also, I love you
It
unconditionally.
depends on the kind of people you're hanging with. I feel like social influences are they matter.
Karan यार
तू तो बोल रही है
You love it, bro.
जैसा देश वैसा भेष. Do as the Romans do.
Do as the Romans.
That's again.
Damn.
ठीक है. Vrnda has said what she
I think
had
it's
to
both.
say.
It's both. You can't separate.
BOTH.
Yeah.
Mr. Beanie.
Both.
Both situational, very
It's both.
contextual.
It's
yeah.
both.
सब मेरी बात नहीं रो रहे.
This is where we.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's all leisure in my opinion.
I can't be leisure anymore.
तुम्हें मेहनत लगती कहाँ है
It can't be
मतलब?
leisure for me anymore.
It is, bro.
The only thing that
क्या
can
बात कर रहे हो?
मेहनत भी लगा के
It-
then you have
it
to go
will
in with
feel
that
like
mindset.
You are not a student.
it will
Every
feel
time
like
you listen
labor
to a
if
song
the
that you
music is
heard when you were a
played
kid.
in an incorrect context.
And that complete. And the
जब तुम रास्ता ढूंढ रहे हो
I
अगर
tell
तुम
you-
high
I mean-
speed high tempo swing चला दोगे everyone's going to freak out and you're not going to
I
find
mean,
your
as
way
a
home.
vocalist, I
like-
feel like
Guys, you're all fucking lying.
I feel
I'll
like
be
you
honest.
can-
The moment you listen to music now, you're always like, what the fuck is happening? I want to know what this is.
Obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not that's
Once you know it, then
Don't
it's
understand.
leisure.
That's
It's
not-
not,
But it's not
leisure.
hard
That's
work
why
for
you
us.
don't understand
No,
it.
I listen to.
So, but it is not leisure for us anymore. So, हमारे leisure की definition भी change हो चुकी है.
यार वो तो hard work होगा.
This is the true statement. The definition of leisure has moved.
Guys,
This is अब हम गलत जा रहे हैं, bro.
Second part में
So
करेंगे.
this is
the end
how
of
we end the episode. Thank you so much.
ये बहुत
Signing off. Fade to black.
Karan the Backbone Wadhwa.
Woo!
Kanu
अच्छा, फिर से?
Gangahar, Fender Bender.
तीन podcast में 4
Varun the
बार.
Groove Rajasekharan. Birraj the Beanie Guy.
guy.
Taneja. Vrnda the Soul
Birraj the
Queen.
mean bean.
Mean Bean.
Abhay
Abhay
Sharma.
Sharma.
We are the Revisit Project. Thank you.
Ferris Studios.
अच्छा ऐसे?
G.
We're doing this.
G. Shrey.
Camera.
Namaste.